Hey everyone, this is Silas, and I'm here with my no respite order that just came in from Ministomp. Took a little bit of a while to get here, but we have the web exclusive problems to go here. Anyways, he and I went through and made an army list. Just straight up built it for fun. A little bit of mystery involved, so I have no idea other than the majority of the modders that are involved. When I made this order, I gave him full rights to the painting scheme. So I don't even know what paint is involved in this order. Needless to say, I'm a little excited over this. We have a Chaos mechanized army is what we're going with. And using his No Respite promo, I should have enough to build an entire 1,500 point army. My project from now on is going to be a post more or less with you guys as I go along, stop printing to bring this into fruition. So any support, any help, I would really appreciate updates, feedback. I have a couple conversion ideas, but we'll see how it goes when it goes. Alright, so to start it off, pretty straightforward. Thousand Suns baseline with a mechanized theme on the Chaos. So in this order, got my basic troops here. Really, really simple. Can't go wrong with those. Put them in a raider, give them a lot of warp flame, and have a lot of fun. Exalted Sorcerers as an alternative for the main line. They don't have a direct place in the army yet, but I thought they'd be a fun little add-on. A Gaunt Summoner of Tzeentch. Now, this is part of his No Respite promo. This is not something that I put on my list at all, so I was not expecting something like that. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it quite yet, but I'm sure we'll figure something out by now. My HQ, the Warpsmith, who will be joined in by several of his lackeys shortly here. Here's a second box of Marines and the second box of Terminators. Ahriman, again, with the alternative for the lineup, goes with the Sorcerers and the Terminators. They do not have a direct line in the army, but as an alternative to mix things up. Next coming out is the first monster to work with, Forge Fiend. A pair of these in the back line is going to be a threat. The Defiler itself. Now this is my big conversion project. I want to make it more of a scorpion than anything, which involves several options, completely excluding the top torso, adding another pair of legs. So we'll see how that goes when I get building it. But I still have a couple more big items to go with. A second Forge Fiend. Dear God, I didn't actually realize these boxes were quite as big as they were. Then, of course, the Chaos Rhinos, something necessary to get the Rubric Marines up where they need to be, since they cannot move very far themselves. Vindicator, the frontline tank that will be distracting while the Defiler comes up to tear face. There's not really any question as to how that's going to work. It's just going to be a whole lot of fun. Alright, so the big mystery here is the paint scheme. Ministomp had full rights to pick the entire line of paint. So I have no idea what any of this is. So let's find out what we're working with. He will supply photos, hopefully, of the paint scheme later on. So let's see what we got. Alright. Going through, we have Dawnstone and the Mechanicum Standard Gray. So pretty simple to go with there. Straightforward colors. All your basics. We got Gold Griffin, Color Sky, Runelord Brass, Ahriman Blue, Balthazar Gold to go with the brass and the Golden Griffin, Deepkin Flesh. So I'm seeing a lot of grays and metallics. I'm really curious about where he's going to go with this. Screamer Pink, Incubi Darkness, Hashut Copper. We got lots of metallics here. This sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun and a little complicated for me. I'm not terribly good at painting yet. Pink Horror to go with the Screaming. Zandri Dust, another good neutral tone to put off. Baharoth Blue. So we got several blues to accent here, so thank you on that. Thousand Suns Blue. So we have all of the basics needed to do a Thousand Suns theme. Martian Iron Earth texture paint. That'll be really, really nice to work with for my bases. Right now I have Sector Imperium bases for this, just to give it a little more industrial feel. Eshin Gray, and the last paint of the mix is XV88. So we got a whole bunch of neutral tones right here to work with. Some nice solid blues, couple accents right there, and a pile of metallics. This is going to be interesting. I'm not quite sure where to go with it, so I'm looking forward to his follow-up post, which will have the photos involved. So again, the army, we got 20 sets of rubrics, a couple forge fiends, a defiler itself, which is going to be my fun major project, Terminators, Ahriman himself, a Gaunt Summoner of Tzeentch, and one box of Sorcerers, since those are now in HQ and really hard to put in larger amounts on their own. All of which, again, led by the Warpsmith, should lead to a lot of healing every turn just to annoy those smaller army lists. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this quick unboxing. Now, in a couple days, I have another one coming up from Ministomp, and this is going to feature one of his new 40k exclusive stim packs. This is something new he's started, I guess. The stim packs have been going for a while, but what this is it's genre specific. He has the new Age of Sigmar ones, and he has 40k. This is going to be the same random hobbying supplies that everyone wants, needs, or just plain should have, but it's game specific. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit him up, order it by. He's making them in limited quantities for now. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for staying tuned, and you'll hear from me in a couple days. Have fun.